Welcome to Geppetto's workshop. My workshop. You probably already know Geppetto is the fictional character who carved Pinocchio. Geppetto was a high vibe guy who was known for bringing joy to many people. Karma was kind, and through the Blue Fairy, brought his carving of Pinocchio to life. Pinocchio was cool, but could have used some tarot to help him get his shit together and break his cycle of lying. This is how I left the table last night. And as you can see, I was working on casts for the Three of Cups, these three penguins. It's the only piece I've made a mold of so far. I might offer them for sale in the future. The lighthouse is a work in progress. As I move up on the table, there are finished pieces. I see the King of Swords giving some crap to King Kong on the tower. Behind them are other new works in progress, molds, and tarot decks, of course. Here's a glimpse of a section of the warehouse. I renovated every square inch of it so I'd have a safe, clean environment for my artwork, from the largest to the smallest pieces. Okay, let me clear the table and we'll start rolling dice to get your messages. Okay, Virgo, here we go. We're going to pick your pieces. I think we'll pick 5 for today's reading, and I'll explain as we go along. You just heard that noise in the background? That's my neighbors. They have an auto body shop. So what we do is, we can't shuffle the 3D pieces, so we roll dice instead. We have these 2 dice make up 61, and the 3, because it's odd, means it's a reverse. Okay, 61 reverse, right? We'll do that 5 times. I'll try my left hand here. $24 reverse. I have no idea what's going to come out. I really don't. It's too random. Between the dice and the pieces in the boxes move around. 45 reverse. Oh my God, all reversals. Well, as we know, all reversals aren't really terrible. We got 5 upright. Some reversals on negative cards turn out to be positive, so we don't know. One more. This thing keeps coming up like that. I had to block out one of the zeros because the dice go up to 80 and I only can go up to 70. So we have 79 pieces. So this one is 5 upright. I see 2 4s, 5, 3 5s. Yeah. Okay. Let me go get the pieces. I'll be back and we'll do the reading. Okay, we're back with your pieces. I'm as surprised as you are. Maybe we could just look at them for a little bit and get a general feel for what comes across to you. I mean, a guy being stuck with a bunch of swords is pretty obvious, a little scary. And there's a brain in the back being stabbed with, let's see, a sword, a scissors, and a match. We have an oyster. A lot of people don't like oysters. I love them. A doorway with a lizard crawling on top or sunning himself. And in the back, man's best friend, the dog. Kind of like good representation, cross-section of real life, right? Little intrigue, aphrodisiac, nice pet, and a house, part of a house. So I'll just go over these quickly. The one on the bottom left, the man with the swords, is the 10 of Swords. Air sign, Gemini, sun, ruled by the sun. And the next piece is also ruled by the sun. That's the, in the center and the bottom is the 4 of Pentacles. Pentacles are coins. When I made this piece, I was thinking about oysters and their pearls, of course. Then on the right bottom is the Knight of Wands, fire sign. Knights are mixed with air, I believe. That's Aries. I did Aries yesterday. And in a way, their pieces that came out for them were similar. Quite a few swords. We only have one major arcana here, one court. So in some ways it was similar. In fact, the readings I've done this month all have a similarity. I'm hoping for you it's the same thing, because it looked a little bleak from the 3D pieces, but then I got into the clarifying of them with tarot cards, and also ended with a Moonology card, and it really turned out to be very positive. So I'm not going to go over every single piece and what they mean. I would say you probably already know about the 10 of swords and the 3 of swords. The 4 of coins here, pretty strange looking, so maybe I should talk a little about that. But I got to point this out. Everything is in reverse except for the 2 pieces that have a U next to them, which means upright. Normally, the 4 of coins is about security, saving money, working, of course. In fact, it's about being a little greedy, holding on to money a little bit too much. In reverse, it's definitely about putting too much value on your bag, putting money over your heart, a house over a home. It's not the way to go. We all need balance in our life. That's the thing I find myself always working on, is trying to get a nice balance. And then the doorway with the lizard on top is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands has a bad rep, that's for sure. He's a bad hombre, even in the upright. Always trying to prove himself or herself. Doesn't mind stepping on toes to get whatever they want. Here the door is open because the knight's always ready to run, to leave the house. And then again, he might come back anytime unexpectedly. The lizard that's walking across the top of the doorway, or he could be sunning himself, as lizards do. They're survivors, and they kind of pop up unexpectedly, just like Knight of Wands. Okay, when I looked at it today, I thought about lizard brain. Because of everything on the board here, it made me think of lizard brain, how our minds kind of jut around from this to that, to this to that. It's always hard to focus, and we need to get a check on that. Lizards also have highly developed sixth sense, and so can a Knight of Wands. When I look at the board here, I see 2 air sign pieces, 1 fire, 1 pentacle, and the Fool, which is Uranus. No cups. There's no cups here. Maybe we'll get them in the. Maybe we'll get them with the clarifying cards. I hope so. Since the Fool is the only major arcana, I should talk about that a little bit. We have the dog here, man's best friend, as I think I said already. In traditional decks, he's tugging on his master, the Fool, who's just about to fall over a cliff and die. But here I'm focusing on the dog as a friend, an ally, somebody who's always ready to run off and have a good time, lots of energy. Kind of like the Knight again. The Fool's all about leaving our egos behind and to start something new with a beginner's mind, kind of like children do. All artists know they have to. All artists use that mindset. All artists use that mindset to do their work. In fact, Picasso said, every child is an artist. Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up. This reading and the energy I'm getting is about the struggle between too much thinking, planning, security, and the opposite forces of the Fool and Knight of Wands, which is freedom, lightheartedness, acting on impulse. We're going to let the lizard brain drive us crazy? Are we going to let this new reality we're living in drive us crazy by being stuck inside, not being free to hang out with our friends and family the way we used to, go to a bar and have a drink? On one side of the board we have the swords. On the other side we have the Fool and the Knight. In between we have the oyster, which is all about money. So does that mean that's what's dividing us? That's what's driving us crazy, going back and forth between the two? Let's find out. Let's find out what the clarifying cards tell us. Maybe we'll get an answer. So, let me grab this deck back here. Move the camera down a little bit. This way you can see me shuffle. I shuffled beforehand, but I'll do a little bit on camera for you. I like to look at the deck when I split it in half. I got the Eight of Pentacles and the Sun. Nice. Do it one more time. The Lovers and the Sun again. Maybe one will pop up when I shuffle. Cut. Okay, let's see what we get. It's a little too tight to do this. Probably knock the camera over. Okay. What does Virgo need to know? Wow. Got the Justice card. Let's get one more card. Clarify the whole spread. What do we need to know? What does Virgo need to know about this? It seems like a dilemma here. One more card. Or too many. That was the Ace of Wands. Well, it came out. Eight of Wands came out, so I guess it's the Eight of Wands. So, that's my card, isn't it? Yeah, that's a Sag card. Justice is Libra, air. So we have the same type of split, air on one side, fire on the other. Justice is that balance I was talking about between these two opposing sides. And because it's a major arcana, Spirit's behind it, and if being out of balance has been too much, it looks like we're going to come out of that real soon. And I say real soon because the Eight of Wands is very fast energy. Looks like the wands are, that card there is using arrows instead of wands. They're aimed right at justice. Is that a heart inside the... Is that a heart inside one of the scales? Wonder what that means. Shooting arrows towards justice. I see it as speed and communication. Communication between yourself and your person, maybe. Between yourself and somebody that might be good, a good advisor. That card, the Eight of Wands, is also about focus. They're both upright. So I'd say it's a great ending. I'd say it's a great way to sum up what we've been talking about here. But I'm going to pull one Moonology card. Again, I shuffled these before, but I'll do it again. This is the book for Moonology. It's I love this book. I love the cards. Love the messages. Let's see what we get. I'll shuffle a couple more times. One card was facing the wrong way. You're good enough. Virgo. Huh. Weird, right? Weird is good. So, let's see what we get. We don't read reversals with this deck. Still trying to get a popper here. There we go. Oh, that's too many. Wait a minute. Yeah. 3. The end of a rough cycle approaches. You are good enough came up again, and hold your vision. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. They might come up again. Who knows? All right, there we go. A time to give rather than take. A time to give rather than take. And that's Virgo, new moon in Virgo. How about that? I love when that kind of stuff happens. I didn't mention that Virgo season just ended, and I know so many Virgos, including my father. We had so many birthday parties and celebrations. It was crazy. Good people, very solid, trustworthy, people you can rely on, people you can rely on, solid. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit out of the book. As you can see, there's 2 pages for each card. You could probably screenshot this if you want it. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll read the main part here. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you, and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make the restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it, so if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies, so add these to your routines now. However, Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies, so add these into your routines now, however you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. That's like these guys, right? It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. This section's called Attune with the Moon. Recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Additional meanings for this card. Gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. The person you're asking about is reliable. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for coming, and don't forget to comment, share, like. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take care. Love you all.